Hey guys, I'm Jody Queen. I am the 2019 Tournament of Champions Grand Champion. I'm here today to tell you a little bit about how I rig my boat. I have the Hobie 360, the PA14, and I don't know, some of the tips that I give you today, maybe they'll help you out on the water, so we'll see how it goes. It's a pretty simple rig for me right now. I don't have a whole lot of stuff on it, just my basics. This is new from Hobie this year in 2020. And you'll see that it has an articulating bottom on it so that you can move the boat side to side, you can move it at angles. It really does well in areas of grass where you want to try to get in between the grass beds. There's usually little channels and stuff, and before you would have to usually paddle through it. But this thing, it will move sideways with you. It'll stop you from overrunning a hole. Very handy, and it's just about, I won't say completely eliminated, but it has reduced the need for me to use a power pole in some situations. So yeah, this is a very valuable tool, and man, it's just an amazing piece of hardware, and they're durable, they're built well, and I'm really excited to spend the rest of my season in the 360 using this drive, because what I've used it for here in the last couple of weeks has just been, it's done an amazing job. And it just snaps in. Next, I like to keep my landing net pretty close to me. This is the Yak Attack leverage landing net. It's real close to my seat. I can just bend forward and catch it. It goes in your arm like this. If you're lifting big bass, it reduces all the fatigue in your arm up here. This is the new version of the Panfish Pro. I like to keep my GoPro here where I can you know, take film of, you know, when I catch fish, and I do some tournament footage and stuff like that when I'm on the water. And it's a good place to have your camera. My electronics, this is the H-rail system for the Hobie 360, and all the PAs have this H-rail system. And I just use some mounts here, the Mighty Claws, and I use a Lowrance 7TI. And I like to keep everything, you know, within arm's reach, because I don't like to be reaching for stuff. I like to have stuff, you know, right at my fingertips. So if I'm setting waypoints or something like that, then it's all right there close. I don't have to reach forward, don't have to move anything, don't have to set my rods down. Next in line on the H-rail, I keep this is my Torpedo throttle control. I like to keep it close too, because I'm always, you know, just maybe bumping it here and there, but I mainly use the Torpedo for long runs and eliminating water. In a recent tournament, I think I put in about 12 miles in one day. And you know, if you're eliminating that much water a day, it's a lot less wear and tear on you. You can cover more area and pinpoint the fish so that you're not doing so much guesswork on tournament day. So it really helps me eliminate water. Also, I will say, you know, with the Torpedo on this boat, with the 360 drive, there's really no need for steering cables. You know, you can use your 360 to actually steer the front of the boat. It's like having a rudder on the front of your boat. It does really well. So you don't have steering cables, you're not having to drill into the hull and install anything else. That's a nice compact system, because you're not running extra stuff in your boat. It leaves you room for other stuff. After that, we'll take you back to the back here. I keep my battery here for my Torpedo. This is my casting rod collection here that I've been using these casting rods now, and man, I really like them. They got carbon fiber handles on them, and I use these all day in the rain the last couple of days, and man, they feel so good, and they don't get slick on you. Really good rods. It's my Yak Attack black pack that I always keep. I won this. It's kind of got sentimental value to me, because I won it in a KBF Open some years back. This is where I put my Torpedo. I've been getting about 5.1 miles per hour out of this on this particular boat, and that's with my drive down. If I pull the drive up, I can get about 5.2 or 5.3, but when you pull the drive up, you lose your steering. I have some steering with the actual rudder, but it responds much better if I have the 360 down. This is a rock guard from Innovative Sportsman. Man, I have hit logs, I have drug it across the bottom, I mean, this is an amazing feature. It will protect your investment because these motors are definitely an investment. They do a great job. This is my Catch board. Catch makes these boards, and they're coming out with a new composite board this year that is a lot lighter, but I actually like this board. It fits well in front of me here, and it's easy to get pictures taken on it, and it's very durable. And I just use this lanyard and tie it off to my seat so that if I do drop it, it won't sink out of sight on me. But I love these boards. They're virtually indestructible. They're easy to read in the green if you take the black. I will tell you this, there's a little DIY that I do on this board. I will take a 4/0 steel wool to a brand new board, and I will rub it down with the steel wool and dull the sheen on it. And then I will take a super fine Sharpie, do all my lines, clean it off real good, and then I'll take an artist quality matte finish and spray it. And I'll put about 4 coats on it. I've had this for 2 years, and the numbers are still good on it. The lines are still good on it, and there's no glare on it if you use the matte finish. Duke Westcamp is the guy that head of the company there. He does a great job with them. And this is also, I use a paddle sometimes in certain situations in heavy grass and stuff where I can't use my drive or can't use my motor. It's very rare, but I'll put my paddle on the outside like this right here. It's out of the way. Now when you're using the 360, this is the way it's set up. This knob here, it runs your rudder, which is your actual mechanical rudder that comes on the boat. And this handle here actually runs your drive. If you come over here and look straight down on the drive here, you'll see that there's an arrow. This arrow tells you the direction that your bow's pointed. So when you turn this, the arrow will turn and show you what direction you're actually running in. You see the arrow turning. So I mean, you have total control. I had this boat out yesterday and the day before. Yesterday some storms came up on the lake that I was fishing down in the Kissimmee chain, and I mean, there was 15-20 mile an hour straight winds, and I had no problem staying right in to the wind and just fishing the holes that I wanted to fish. A lot of people were run off the lake by the winds. I stayed out there. The boat took the wake well, and the positioning was perfect. I caught some nice fish down there because of it. When everybody else had to get off the water, I could stay on the water just because of the durability of the boat, its ability to take wake, and that 360. That 360 is just, it's amazing. You know, I mean, it is. It's just, it'll keep you on the water longer, and it's safe because you've got the maneuverability. You can turn into the waves or a wake, boat wake or anything quickly. It maneuvers the boat so quickly. So, and of course, this will save your butt. It'll save your back. Not saying that the seats aren't comfortable, because they're the most comfortable seats I've sat in, but when you get old like me, you need something a little extra. I use these cushions that you buy in the auto parts division of Walmart's. Anything will work though, anything that's soft that you like to get on to help your bum out. In the hatch, I like to keep an extra set of dry, warm clothes, especially this time of the year. Now, I do usually wear these NRS Sidewinder bibs, which keeps you nice and dry, but anything can happen. I mean, if you get wet in this type of weather this time of the year down here in Florida and Georgia, it's still very cold. So I'll keep an extra set of clothes in here, something really warm that I can dress into if I get wet. Hypothermia is a real danger for kayak fishermen, and we all need to be aware of it, especially, and you could fall out of your boat, you could turn it over or whatever, and the first thing you want to do is just get your clothes off, because it just draws the heat out of you. And you'll notice a difference immediately by putting on dry clothes. But I use this for dry clothes storage, and sometimes I'll keep extra tackle. And that's about it. That's my setup. Okay, guys, when you decide on a boat, like the Hobie, which, I mean, it's best to demo as many boats as you can. Now, me personally, I'm a tournament fisherman. That's what I do for a living. So I need the best tools that I have that are available to me. I need to have those tools. So that's the reason why I decided on the Hobie 360. Now, there's other boats out there that, that might fit you better. I suggest that you demo. I mean, just demo everything you can. But once you do decide on the boat, there's several places that you can go, like YouTube and Facebook. Join some local clubs, your local fishing clubs, to get ideas on how you want to rig your boat. I mean, everybody's different. Everybody has different needs, and there's a lot of ideas and a lot of YouTube videos out there that will show you, how to do your rigging. So, don't be afraid to jump right into it. But you got to get out in the boat, make it comfortable, make it your own, and you'll be happy with it that way. So, but use the resources that you have for like YouTube, because it will save you a lot of heartache. It'll save you a lot of making mistakes. It'll keep you from making them. So yeah, the resources are definitely out there. So take advantage of them. Have fun on the water. Always wear your PFD, and take a friend fishing.